I'm very happy to be your moderator today. And also thank you for newcomers that joining us today. So we have Mang John as our teaching monk. So let us welcome Mang John by pay respect to Mang John by bow 3 times together. Let's bow. Second bow and third bow. I would like to invite Mang John to begin the session today.
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Jesse, for the introduction, and welcome to the My Stories Monday sessions. And it's the time that we're gonna meditate and cultivate peace all together. And this peace, we will eventually do loving kindness and spread it out to the environment. I think this is pretty much needed. And we can't deny the fact that a lot of things have been going on, and somehow people are stressed, and they also crave for peace more than before. And I think this is something that you can all contribute to, at least have a smile on your face everywhere you go. And when people see you smile, and maybe at first they have a question, why is he or she smiling? But if you keep smiling, it will represent the amount of positive energy and positive intention that you like to share to people in the world. And I hope that at least will make the environment a little better than what we're having at the moment. So thank you very much for coming here. We have, I think, some people who never been here before, right? Anyone here who never joined My Stories before, like it's your first time? You raise your hands, or you can type in the comments box. Okay, be nice if you can switch on your webcam as well. So today I'd like to share one important tip on how to improve the meditation. If you want to improve your meditation, you need to be observant, and the best way to cultivate the ability to observe your meditation is to write down your meditation journal. It's like your experience. If you write it down, it will be awesome to read it later on. But at least the moment that you write down, you kind of try to think what to write about and formulate the thoughts. And that's how your mind begins to associate different things together. Like, what is it that makes you have good meditation? Or maybe what's it that could hinder or become meditation obstacles on certain sessions? It's something that you, even when we have conversation like this and I ask you questions, if you have not really thought about what happened during the day and cannot associate them together, it will be hard to drive some change. If you want to create some change, the changes have to be visible first. So we need this because we want to have better meditation. And the goal is, in fact, at the center of the body. We all know that. But in order to reach there, we need to understand what could give some effects to your inner peace time, your meditation. Meditation is like sometimes like this, right? Not always the same. And this is pretty much uncontrollable, but being able to observe, especially we learn that we need to clean the mind. So what is it that makes the mind clouded? You can't actually answer these simple questions. You will encounter them again and again and again. So eventually, to be ready for meditation is something that you can do before the meditation begins. Because when the meditation has begun, at the moment you're meditating, you can't do much to change the initial state. But if you have a good initial state, it's like a car. We talked about a car a few days ago, that when it drives and it goes full speed, if you have the initial speed, not like zero, doesn't start from not going anywhere, but it's already going with some velocity, and you try to accelerate so it goes faster. Having that initial speed actually will be needed and can be prepared before the session. Okay, so these are questions that we probably need to answer ourselves, but of course you can ask, especially at the end of the sessions, you would like to confirm, because sometimes it's pretty much like you try to ask AI these days, but for meditation questions, it's better to ask meditation instructors, not AI, okay? Because in order to avoid and begin with a clearer mind, a lot of things that is going on during your day, you must need to do two things. First, avoid things that make your mind clouded. So if you kind of talk to some people, or maybe watch some news, or maybe be in some place and you notice that they really contribute to you not feeling ready for the meditation in the evening, then maybe better to avoid them, right? But what if you have to be there? What if it's unavoidable? It's like a part of your job, or maybe people that you encounter every day, your colleague, for example, maybe your boss. Then while interacting with them, try to be at the center. So this is something you can do, okay? So if you are able to stay at the center while talking to people, maybe interacting, facing difficulties, your mind is with you. And when your mind is with you, you kind of have the protection not to have your mind exposed to the negative energy outside. And that's how you kind of make sure the mind will not be contaminated so much that in the end of the day, you try to make it again, you will find it more difficult because you don't actually begin from a clear state, okay? So that's pretty much some tips on why writing meditation journal is very important, because this will help you to observe. So when you write this journal, it's gonna be about the experience itself, whether you're having good meditation or not, and the preparation for the meditation as well. Like today, I try to be mindful the whole day. Today, I try to let go. I try to cultivate that sabai feeling all day long and feel relaxed. Whatever I do, I try to be with me and not to let my mind wander to anything in the past and in the future. And that's really helps me when I close my eyes and meditate. Or today I don't have good meditation at all. So don't be afraid to write that too. Some people will admit, yeah, I don't have good meditation. I'm not going to write anything today. What a pity, because even you don't have a good one, you can still write down so that you don't repeat that same, I wouldn't say mistakes, but you don't have to face that obstacle again. So you're gonna write it down and say to yourself, that day I didn't have good meditation because I eat too much. That could be possible, right? Or yeah, I didn't have enough sleep. So you're gonna repeat that again. Yeah, maybe you will go to sleep earlier. Okay, and yeah, talking to some people, solving some problems, Or maybe some preparation before meditation helps. For example, I take a shower and it works. And I took a nap, 15 minutes nap before the session, and it works. These will be the formula that you will be, it will be useful to you and maybe to share to other people as well. Okay. All right. So now we're ready for the meditation. And I, I kind of, well, I see some people who I haven't seen before. So hopefully this is not going to be too challenging for you. Just follow my guide and hopefully you will, be able to reach the refined state. But first, the first part of your meditation, if you find that challenging because the wandering thoughts, because sleepy mind, because recklessness, all those things, that's very, very normal, okay? Everyone is like that. But somehow that length depends on first, your mental state, and second, the experience that you have been meditating. If you this is very new, maybe that first part is going to be super long, like almost towards the end. But in the end, if you reach that stillness, then it's a good session. All right. However, some people manage to have the speed, the cleaning speed, faster because they've been through this several times, while some may need to slowly accelerate your vehicle so it goes a little faster. But if you find that challenging at the beginning, don't give up. That's one of the recommendation. Very, very important thing to remember. Don't give up too soon. Okay. All right. So now we are going to meditate together. I'd like you to prepare yourself. Now you're going to close your eyes softly and gently. Close your eyelids very softly, naturally, and feel relaxed in every part of your body. Breathe in and out softly, slowly, a few times. Breathe in freshness, positive energy from surroundings. And breathe down uncomfortable feelings from both body and mind. Continue breathing in and out for a while. To feel a bit more relaxed. Spend a moment to relax all your muscles from the top of your head down to your toes. Relax the muscles of your forehead down to your chin. and your chin. And feel the flow of relaxation spreading to your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, down to your fingertips. Relax the muscles of your torso, from your chest to your abdomen, your hips, your thigh, your knees, down to your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes, until you feel completely relaxed in every part of your body. Now that you feel a bit more relaxed, it will be easier for the mind to return and stay inside of your body. The first step, gonna test how long we can be within the body. Let's begin by staying with the breath as much as you can. You breathe so slowly, a little slower, a little softer, by being able to stay with the airflow. The mind will naturally calm down. Keep bringing the mind back when it wanders, and if it does, it's alright. You're not doing anything wrong. But all you have to do, returning to the breath again and again. Do not let your mind think about something else for too long. And do not feel frustrated or irritated. Do not give up. Very normal for the mind to wander. It's about being able to bring the mind back when it wanders swiftly and relaxingly. That's the key. You might not feel super relaxed at the first part of the meditation, but if it's not too bad, not good, not bad, nothing, that's alright. You do not do anything wrong. Maintain the awareness of the breath, as it means your mind is within the perimeter of the body, as the breath is the air inside of the body. For the air outside, we wouldn't call it our breath. The longer you can stay with the breath, the more the mind can let go all heavy thoughts, heavy feeling that it can let go will result in the lightness and more relaxed feeling. I would like you to, at the moment, bring the mind to staying still inside the body, at the deepest end of the breath, of the destination. Might breathe a few more times as deeply as you can, as slowly as you can, and follow the airflow all the way down to the deepest end of the breath. Feel when the airflow arriving and touching an empty space, the middle of your abdomen, as softly as you can, slowly as you can. Begin from absorbing the amount of gentle touches. If any of you can rest the mind there, You don't have to go with the breath, because that is our destination, the center of the body. But if it won't be still at the body center, you can also repeat and keep touching the body center. Let each touch to be as softly as you can. If you touch it too strong, it will be like throwing a ball against the wall. It will bounce back and it won't stay there. So touch the center very softly and gently. Some might say the feeling gonna be similar to a bird's feather floating down from the sky and finally land up on a calm water surface without disturbing the calmness of the water surface. And that's how soft or gentle the mind can touch and absorb from the center, which will require some repetition until at some point you can rest your mind, let it stay still over there, like something soft and gentle in the middle of your abdomen. Maintain such feeling uninterruptedly, and relaxingly, which means you're not gonna force anything. Should the mind wander, let it be, if it will. keep bringing it back swiftly, relaxingly. And once you can stay there, you don't have to worry about the breathing any longer. Just breathe naturally. Only maintain the awareness of the body center. You might want to repeat the mantra if the mind is still agitated. I repeat clear and bright, clear and bright, clear and bright, or Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, do not just listen to my voice. The mantra is going to be more effective. You are able to repeat it on your own. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, the idea to feel as if the mantra is expanding from the center of your body. So do not repeat the mantra verbally to feel as if someone placed a wireless speaker in the middle of your abdomen. and you repeat it in your mind. Samma Arahang. 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 Continue repeating the mantra on your own, and this will help purify the mind. With the mind staying at the center, will become purer. Or the mind become easier, it can stay at the center. We can also apply another technique. Should you still have some distractions, I would like you to imagine that your body is like an empty balloon or an empty bubble, having nothing inside. just an empty space. No bone, no muscle, nothing but the air. And within such empty space, you may visualize an image that can be the sun, the full moon, a water drop, a crystal ball, or a bubble. Choose one and visualize with your mind like dreaming, like you are dreaming. Nothing else is in the dream, but the object that you visualize. Doesn't matter how clearly you can visualize, because some people might think they cannot do it, but in fact they can. They just do not feel satisfied with whatever result they're having. So if you're one of those people, rest assured that you are doing a correct thing, you're doing nothing wrong. Just have to feel confident and feel content even when the image is completely blurry. But the sharpness is not the essence of the visualization. It's the continuity. So even if you can barely visualize, and if you can do that uninterruptedly, make sure that the mind will not wander for too long, and keep returning again and again to visualize the object, to feel the center. Don't worry much. where exactly the center is. Let's say that wherever you feel relaxed at the moment, easy for you, let it be the center for now. Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang I will leave you to be on your own for a moment until the meditation comes to an end. Then we do loving kindness together. You can just be on your own. อะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหัง Going to share an amount of peaceful energy that your mind has absorbed until now. Let it expand to cover yourself, people around you who are in the same room, same floor, same building, neighborhood. Doesn't matter who they are. May all of them be happy. All of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel peace, energy you are sharing. Imagine that you are sharing the peace energy to more people, covering the whole city, to the whole country, to all other countries, to everyone in the world. May everyone in the world be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. All of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. Spread your love, your kindness to all living beings. To all animals, may all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. For a while. And now our meditation is coming to an end. You may prepare yourself for coming back by breathing in and out, long, softly, slowly. The environment, everyone and everything around you. And once you feel you are ready, you may softly, slowly open your eyes while listening to my blessing. สัพเพพุทธาภลัปปตาปัจเจกานันจะยังพลังอรหันตานันจะเตเชนระคังพันธามิสัพพโสเตอัตถลัทธาสุขิตาวิรุณหาพุทธศาสเนอโรคาสุขิตาโหทาสหสัพเพหิยาติภิสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีภวันตุเต May all your wishes be fulfilled. Sappe purentu sankappa. All of your dreams become true. Janto panaraso yatha. Like the full moon in the night sky. Manisho tiraso yatha. Similar to a flawless crystal sphere. Welcome back. How was your meditation? But at first, maybe you can switch on your webcam and we can take a group photo together. So switch it on and smile. Show you your smile. I hope that the meditation was good. But you can also share. Again, we talk about observation, and this is the perfect time to, after smiling, to take a moment, maybe to think about the meditation today for a little bit, and start writing it down. Okay, and if you maybe later on, you can also put it in the journal. If you need some assistance, you can also use the Peace Revolution, or maybe you can also use the app. There are different ways to write it down, and eventually, at the moment that you're writing, already become useful. You get the benefit upon writing it. Okay, so how was the meditation? But have we finished? Not sure. Let's smile one more time. Okay. All right. One more time. Great. Okay. If you have any questions, like to share your meditation today, you can also put it in the comments. As I'm reading it now, was for example, Emile say, it was nice. Emiti say, thanks for the wonderful sessions. I felt relaxed and strong. Elsa Marine, thanks very much. Very relaxing. Greeting from Mexico City. Sega Sise, thank you. Alabi, my meditation was amazing. Okunarin. It could be a little bit more elaborated, because it's like when you say it's amazing, and if you write it down on the notebook, for example, and you read it again, and you're not going to get anything, right? Because like you read it 7 times and you say it's amazing, and you read it again, it's amazing. So you don't understand what amazing is different from amazing. This is the same word, right? So that is not a good observation. That is not a good meditation writing that we've been talking about. So there must be like different degrees of amazing. Like, oh, today it's like the same like yesterday, but I noticed that it took me shorter time to reach the stillness. That is an observation. Cozy, it was great and relaxing. Okay. Ernest, the meditation was amazing. I was relaxed and tried to bring back my thoughts. Godfrey, it was nice for all of us. We see that there are quite a few people there as well in Tanzania. Okay, I saw that. Jesu Dun Sin, thanks very much. I feel relaxed and energized. And we have from Faye, I'm not sure how to read that. Toko, thanks very much for meditation. I feel comfortable and healed. That's amazing. Okay, so right, we've been talking about the cornerstone of relationship a month. Actually, it's the whole month of April, and this is an important topic. It's something that if we think about the relationship with other people, the relationship should comprise of 4 different aspects. First, we must give regularly. If you give regularly, you can kind of maintain relationship with other people. Any relationship without giving is not going to be lukewarm. It's not going to be alive. And just think about if you never really interact with someone and you try to want to get the person to do you some favor, it's not going to be easy, right? So maintaining a proper relationship, proper distance, this is an art. And it's about not too much, not too little, but you know the distance between you and certain people, right? So the first one is giving, second one is entering speech, third one is being helpful, and the last one is being consistent. Okay, so basically these will be exercise. We've been talking into details in all of these, so if you have not watched them, or maybe you missed some of the sessions, you can also go to the recorded live sessions on, I think, YouTube, right? Just to get more details. But doing all these 4 will also have to be done to at least 6 group of people. We call the 6 directions. And they are, for example, parents, they are friends, colleagues, subordinates, and maybe teachers, maybe spouse, your family, and spiritual leaders. Each of these direction, they have benefits, and they give we call responsibilities towards each other, which means that if you can maintain a relationship with them, they're going to actually help you in certain aspect that you might need one day or another, right? So maybe we can go into the details later on in each of these directions. However, if you've been doing this already, we're going to talk about benefits of, or maybe disadvantages of not doing this first. For example, if anyone who never really give anything to anyone, it's going to be like you kind of sit, they kind of sit in a fortune or maybe treasure, but these will not be useful for anyone else. There is one saying, I think, although it is said in my culture, in my country, maybe this applies to you as well. They say that no matter how much you have, how much money you collect, you cannot take them with you when you die, not to the graveyard, not to the afterlife, right? You just have to leave them on earth, right? So instead of, we don't know when we're going to die. Some people live very long life. Some people have shorter lifespan. But if we can take that fortune and also share with other people as well, especially those who are meaningful to us, the 6 directions, or people that you meet in the daily life, that's going to be awesome, right? And the endearing words, if we do not speak nicely to each other, these days people are kind of attacking each other on social media. And the more they do that, the more fight we have in society, and eventually it's going to be like not very nice, right? Because everyone will try to say what they believe without caring about other people's feelings. This is very much needed. We must think before we speak. We must feel what other people might actually feel when they hear our words. The ability to think or to know the result of your actions, or mindfulness. Mindfulness means you're mindful, so that whatever you do, whatever you speak, will not hurt other people, will not give you negative consequences later on, okay? Because if you say something and that, breaks the relationship, no one in the world will say to you, oh, say those harsh words to me more. I really like your harsh word. I really like your negative words, right? So if none of the person exists, and every time you say something not nicely to other people, it breaks relationship, and you can't easily restore that. Once they're gone, that's very hard. Like we say, relationship is like sometimes like a glass that once it's broken cannot be restored, cannot be made back into the same shape again once a glass is broken. So we kind of try to make sure the glass is not broken. And third, without proper exercise of cornerstones of relationship, not giving, not having pleasant speech, not helping, there will be no trust, because like everyone will live individually together. They just try to take what they need, and they don't will help each other. Not very peaceful place to live, right? And last is, it will be full of negative energy, like the sky. If you want the sky to be clear, you probably need the sun in the sky to show up. Any day that the sun disappears, that day the weather is not awesome. So, but if the sun is there, actually the sun is there, but maybe it's behind the cloud. And if we meditate, we can get rid of the cloud and become the sun itself. And when we, go maybe to the city, maybe we talk to each other, maybe when we not in our room, not alone, it's gonna be like the brightness, right? So you can become the sun yourself. And if a lot of people practice cornerstone relationships, they meditate, they start giving, they start having pleasant speech, mindful speech, they help when other people are in trouble, and they're consistent, they build trust, and they create strong relationship with other people around them. They're gonna be no different than the sun that will give energy and brightness to people around them, right? So one saying is, giver shall be loved. You're gonna earn love, you're gonna earn respect from other people, because maybe it's not common these days to just casually give without any reason, but do we really need a reason to give, right? So if someone gives something to you and you look at them and what's this for? Well, maybe, but the more people do that to you, the more love you get. And eventually you don't have that questions anymore, right? Like, yeah, thank you very much for giving this to me. And automatically or naturally, you will give back. That's very natural. You don't ask. You don't like, oh, why are you doing this to me? What is this for? You're giving me this again. But it will slowly break the ice and make you give back. So giving will melt a frozen heart. You might be those who ask questions, why are you giving this to me? But the more love you get, the more amount of ice that will be removed from your heart, and then you become warm and loving again. And second, it's gonna help to restore broken relationship because okay, maybe we make mistakes, but when the relationship is broken, we can begin doing something nice to each other again. And what is the nice thing that we can do? Well, that can begin with a very simple act like giving. Giving, maybe trying to not like bribing, not the same, but to give because you really show your appreciation. So it could be something simple like a box of chocolate, or maybe a nice meal that you prepare for the person, right? But be careful because when a relationship is broken, it takes time to restore, and you might need to exercise this four aspect more sincerely than when it's still not damaged. Okay, so this will help to restore relationship, and it will as well create good atmosphere, peaceful atmosphere with people around you because you kind of become the sun already. You emit positive energy, and they will appreciate you, and eventually it will maintain good relationship with others. How often? It depends on how consistent you are. We talk about consistency, right? It's the fourth element of this course. The more you're consistent with maintaining relationship, it's not easy. It takes time. But for sure, if you have good relationship with anyone, that will be meaningful when you need it. Because if when you find, probably don't need anyone, but you will stumble upon any big problem or any big challenge at any time of your life. And when that comes to you, you will appreciate you have people around you to lift your spirit up when you are inside a hole. Lift you up again, right? So this will eventually lead to living together with other people in harmony. There is one saying that these days we are living individually together. Yeah, we are in a society, but many countries, we don't even know who our neighbors are. We don't even talk to them, right? But to actually get this right, maybe we can build relationship more, at least people who are close to us, who are a part of our life, a part of our days, and begin with these four aspects. First, again, giving resources. Second, having pleasant speech to all of them. Then think before you speak so that it will not create negative consequences. And third, being helpful when they need you help. And fourth, being consistent with all the other trees. Not like, yeah, I already give once a year, or maybe just once and never again. That's not going to be very consistent, right? All right, so Rehoboth say, my meditation make me feel refreshed and lightheaded. No worries, okay. Daphne, it was good meditation, but I got those sudden small pain everywhere. A bit funny. Yeah, that is more like a test. Because the funny feelings that you might stumble on in meditation going to be a test whether the stillness that you already maintain will you can ignore those feelings or not. If you are able to ignore them, your mind is pretty still, and those funny feelings will disappear, whatever they are. As a whole, very relaxing sessions, like time flies. Kristen Thompson, my meditation was pleasant and so soft. It was good to disconnect from energetic week. Thanks for guiding us. Caddy, thanks for wonderful sessions. It was a great one. I really enjoy. I feel relaxed and energetic after a few minutes. Ifelayo, I had a smooth, soothing meditation sessions. I was able to relax. Been busy days. I've been so refreshed now. I'm ready to tackle the remaining hours of the day. And Elena, thanks very much. Although I joined a little later, I reviewed the slides. And I noticed that urgent work-related matters distracted me during my meditation, with my mind returning them too often. I feel some disappointment. I was able to fully benefit. Nevertheless, I'm grateful. Well, it's like these opportunities are like buses. If you don't take this bus, then you're gonna take the next one. No worry, okay? Not gonna be just the one and only sunshine day. And we just need to get the benefits as much as we can. If not this today, maybe later, okay? Don't blame yourself. Never feel like, yeah, you should do it better. Not during the meditation, okay? Maybe before, maybe after, that's fine. But not during the meditation. Bonjour. Great moment of relaxation. Thanks for so much. And Jeffrey, I really appreciate for this wonderful time. Bettina, my son loves making puzzles. Today, I found a piece. Is that one piece? No, a piece. That puzzle right before the session began. It was 3D bubble on it. Today, the balance with relaxation and focus were in balance, and I could follow the guidance very easily. Even noisy is like when it's a visualize the bubble from the puzzle pop up, and I felt deep peace and felt the energy from deep within, like the oceans of waves from inside. Oh, what a pleasant thing to read, and it gives me very much like, yeah, I really appreciate this kind of message. But don't worry if you don't have one. At least your presence today is already a blessing. Okay, just show your face. Just switch on your webcam. That's gonna be even better. But at least your name appears on the cells, because I now have the screen and I see all the names. So that's already great. But even better with the webcam on. Okay. The okay spar. I was having sleepy mind at first. Took a few breaths in and out. I finally have peace coming. That's great. Salmon, thank you very much. I felt deep sense of relaxation. I used breathing technique. Was really splendid. Thank you very much. And Toluwalase, I had a lot of things going through my head. Was a bit bored and stressed. During meditation, I was able to let go and got to the center of the body. Most of the durations of meditation, I had balance between relaxation and concentration. Right now, I feel so light, relaxed, and relief. That's great. Madeo, thank you very much. And Iman Satu, a puzzle piece of peace. Okay, that's the triple P. Thank you. So that's all for today. I really having a wonderful time. Great.
Thank you very much, Mang John, for guiding us today. And thank you so much, everyone, joining us together. So let us end our session by pay respect to Mang John by bow 3 times together. Let's bow. Second bow and third bow.
May you all be happy, healthy. May you all be wise. May all of you have all the wisdom to overcome obstacles in your life. All your wishes be fulfilled. All your dreams become true. May you be protected from all kinds of dangers. And every time you meditate, may you attain the inner peace within, that we call the Dhammakaya within, easily and effortlessly, without delay.
Thank you so much, Mang John, for the blessing today. And I would like to invite everyone to join us again on coming Thursday. So see all of you again on coming Thursday. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you very much. And bye, Jesse and DJ Botox and Bettina and Elsa Marine and Hada Maron and Elsa. Okay. And Elena and Vanessa and Manish and Brasa, East Club, Haseho and Seka Sise and Caddy and Kristen Thompson and Isid Lagos and Borgia and Ade Bolar, Dioke Spar, Diana Iluma, and Jesu Dunsin, and Ame Longe, and Ove Mibo, and Salmon, and Bakari, and Ivariste, Madel, and Dr. Omololu, and Adebayo, and Haseho, Ifetayo, and Jeffrey, and Frankie Liu, and Alphonsine, and Sam Fang, and Bibo Tak, and Manuel, and Ola Sunkoye, Rehoboth, and Karina Bay, Toluvalase, Akebola, Akbola, and Atta, Mary, and members of SPCU, and Omo Bolaji, Adeola, Ola Ole, and KG Peace Club, the Dolicia. I struggle a little bit today, but yeah, I think that's all. So see you again next week. Sorry, this week, Thursday, and bye for today.